All right, back to news developing right now. Police are searching for the person who shot and killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk at a college in Utah.
Yeah, he was an ally of President Trump and also a very prominent voice for young Republicans. He was speaking at a debate hosted by a conservative student group at Utah Valley University. You're looking at some video here. Police say the shooter was on a nearby roof.
They told us the bullet struck Kirk on the left side of his neck. Officials took a person of interest into custody, but determined he was not a suspect and released him. Police believe the shooter acted alone. All right, let's break down what you need to know about Charlie Kirk. The 31-year-old was the co-founder and CEO of the youth group Turning Point USA. The group advocates for conservative views at high schools and colleges across the country. Kirk was known for speaking at colleges and debating students with liberal views, and he often used the slogan, "Prove me wrong." He leaves behind a wife and 2 young children.
And our team coverage continues here. People in our state are speaking up about this violence.
Lawmakers and activists and across the country from here in Connecticut and beyond are condemning this act of political violence. Your reporter Taylor Knight is live in studio with a reaction from people following the shooting.
Well, Gary Byron hosts a conservative radio talk show on WDRC every morning. It's the same station that also runs the Charlie Kirk show. Byron described Kirk as a religious and a spiritual man. He told Channel 3 that he interviewed him a few years ago and he was full of life and energy. Byron said that he was sad but not in disbelief when he found out that Kirk had been shot because of what he said is a political divide among people in the country right now.
He started a movement at a very young age. Somebody like that only comes around every so often, you know. And again, you don't have to believe in his ideology. You know, just because somebody differs from you politically doesn't necessarily make them a bad person. Your character makes you a bad person.
Kirk founded a group called Turning Point USA here in Connecticut. 4 universities have local chapters, including Central, Sacred Heart, University of St. Joseph, and UConn. Your reporter in studio, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Taylor, thank you. And Kirk previously visited the UConn campus. Here's some video from our archive here in April of 2019. You can see Kirk there right on the left alongside conservative commentator and author Candace Owens. This event was put on by Turning Point USA. President Trump ordering flags at the White House to be at half-staff to honor Kirk. He was an outspoken ally of the president, and he worked to help the president connect with young voters during all 3 of his presidential campaigns. In a social media post here, Trump said he admired him, saying he understood the heart of the youth of the United States, and the president sent his sympathies to his wife and children. President Trump also spoke at the White House here, condemning this political violence.
It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible.
Republicans and Democrats from Connecticut issuing statements this morning saying that political violence has no place in the United States.